I remember this particular hill, I was coming down, side hilling, and I saw this line I wanted to do, and I was like, well, there's no way with a stock sled I could just turn it around and, you know, point it straight back up the hill, and I was like, well, I'll try it.
I got used to it right away.
The first thing I noticed is just how much easier it is to throw around.
It felt familiar, but more responsive.
The very first thing I felt when I cracked the throttle, I thought, man, this thing feels like a mod race sled.
From the moment I got on the sled, it was obvious that it has definitely been redesigned from the ground up.
It'll take a beginner rider or intermediate rider and take them to the next level within a day or two. It's that good.
We took everything that the Pro RMK was and we amped it up. We made it better. And it's not just a little bit better, it's a lot better.
I've never seen a sled get up out of the snow like this before.
When I needed to get up on that soft snow, I was able to do it quick, and I was able to climb right out of it.
When you're down in a ditch and you think you're gonna get stuck and you gas it, the back end just pops up, it doesn't trench out.
Our raised chassis gets everything up and out of the snow, raises your lever arm of how you initiate side hills and make those maneuvers in the deep snow.
The moment you push the throttle, this new motor is absolutely amazing. Better throttle response, pulls harder. It is just so crisp and clean.
Definite horsepower difference. I love that.
The motor does not disappoint. It's super torquey right off the bottom end, and it's power all the way through.
Once we get this new Axis chassis with this new 800 HO engine on the race course, it's gonna shave seconds off my time running up the mountain. I can guarantee you that.
This is class-leading horsepower in a sled that is still way lighter than the competition.
Polaris has the lightest weight mountain snowmobiles. End of story.
The new 2.6 track that comes on the Axis Pro really is the most versatile, best all-around track on the market. And with it being lighter, less rotating mass, really helps to get the sled on top of the snow.
That track works really well on paddling the snow and keeping you moving forward.
On top of that, we have a new Series 7 track, which is our 3-inch track. It generates a lot of lift and really works well in that fresh, deep powder condition.
It was noticeably lighter, noticeably easier to put it on its side.
Body panels are narrow, so you can get on really steep side hills.
Where you put it is where it's going to stay. It's not trying to push you away from the mountain.
It instantly responds to your inputs and your commands, and you can turn it on edge whenever you need it. It flips around on a dime.
It's so accurate. It will do exactly what I want it to do, and with less effort than anything I've ever ridden before.
The sled is very predictable. You can actually put it on an edge and kind of ride where you want to ride.
You just literally lean with your feet and it just starts to curve in the direction that you want it to go.
We still firmly believe in chassis rigidity. It translates the rider's feedback directly into the sled.
I'm able to put that input into the snowmobile on the running board, and that snowmobile will just react just like that.
Not only have we been able to make it lighter and better performing, we've also been able to make it more durable and stronger.
As you see us drive weight out of these vehicles, the components and the systems are actually getting stronger and more robust.
The courses that we run get really hammered out, and they're steep and they're gnarly, and you need a sled that's going to hold up to the beating that we put them through. And I think this Axis chassis is going to be just that.
The Axis chassis is incredible, and then there's so many options on top of that. You have the SKS model, you have the RMK Pro model, and you have the RMK Assault.
The very pinnacle of performance for deep snow and powder and trees is the Pro RMK, like it always has been. And then if you move on to the Assault, now you're gonna have a new Assault that's more capable off trail and easier to ride and still super tough and stable.
I was excited to see the SKS come back.
SKS, the Snow King Special, it was one of the original deep snow crossover machines that did it all.
The Indy RXL SKS, that's what I learned to ride on. That's when I started getting away from just the meadows and up into the hills.
You've got a little bit of off trail, a little bit of on trail, and you have a snowmobile that's going to work perfect in each one of those situations.
The customization that Polaris offers its customers is second to none. They're the only people in the industry who are doing it to this degree. And if you're going to buy a brand new snowmobile, why not have it tailored to your exact style?
You pick the sled that you want, and then you pick your colors, and then you pick your factory installed options.
You get track options, you're gonna get color options, you're gonna get handlebar options, bag options.
Lots of ways to put these sleds together to make them specifically for how you want to use them.
It gives you the confidence to do things that you wouldn't dare try on your prior snowmobile.
Whether you have a ton of experience or have very little experience whatsoever, the snowmobile just does what you think that it should do.
And all of a sudden it's going to make people more confident. It's going to make them do things they never were able to. It's going to make them better riders.
Definitely allow you to go to places that you never were able to go before.
It will make a person capable of doing things in the backcountry that they just plain couldn't before.
Once you think Polaris has hit their limit, they come out with another chassis that is just that much easier to ride, that much more agile, that much more lightweight, that much more powerful.
There's really no limit to where we're going to be able to take this snowmobile.